All right, what's up, YouTube? This is BoxingWave. Let's talk about another fight that's going down this weekend. Okay, we have Ryan Garcia against Romero Duno. All right, this is going to be on the undercard of Canelo against Kovalev this weekend on the Zone. So if you're watching the fight, you might as well. You're going to check this fight out. I personally don't believe I've ever done a video on Ryan Garcia. I've been watching him, but I don't believe I actually ever. This might be my first video ever doing. First time ever doing a video with Ryan Garcia. All right, but he's very good. He's very young. He's only what 2021 at this time, and well decorated amateur background. Fought a lot of fights in the amateurs, and he's been fighting professionally. I think Golden Boy and Oscar is grooming him really well. But he's getting pretty close to a title shot, a major title shot. Okay, I believe this is for like a not the major title, but I think it's for like a trinket of the WBC, like a silver title and an ABO title. None of the major titles, but he's getting very close, and he's getting close to being in a position to fight for a title. All right, so I think to be honest with you, man, I think by next year, I think 2020, 135 might really be the best division. Okay, a lot of people are talking about 140, 175 right now, but 135 is hot right now. Okay, I just did a video about Devin Haney. Lomachenko. A lot of people are saying Devin Haney, now that he's the WBC champ, a lot of people saying that Lomachenko's ducking him. Then you got the May fight with Teofimo Lopez. You also got Ryan Garcia that's creeping up right there too. All right, so a couple of those guys, I'm not sure if they're really ready for a title shot. Especially against a guy like a Lomachenko, but they're doing so well in their careers. It's like, man, it might not even matter because they're like ranking. They're just moving right up in rank and these sanctioning bodies. All right, so let's talk about this fight. I've been watching Ryan, and I actually personally believe that this may be his most dangerous opponent to date. Okay, Duno is a young guy as well, and he's has a lot of fights and he has a lot of knockouts. Filipino fighter. He's only had one loss, I believe, right? But I did check out. I checked him out today for a little bit, maybe a couple of fights, and I viewed some highlights of him. And he's a slugger. This guy has a big punch, and he's in there to brawl it out. He's not in there to be technical at all. He's in there to slug and trade, and Ryan Garcia got to be very careful. I've been watching Ryan, and I think he's improved with a few areas. I think his defense definitely improved. I think his balance is much better than it was maybe a couple years ago. Like last year, a couple years ago, I thought when I first started watching him, he looked very good, but he looked like he needed some work, and he still needs some work. He's a developing fighter. He's nowhere near his prime, right? But I've seen him, and the first thing I notice is he has some major balance issues. Sometimes when he throws, he's a big puncher. He's very fast. All right, but sometimes when he throws certain shot, he leaves himself open to get countered. But not only that, but his feet, kind of, they're all over the place at times. He throws a lot. He puts a lot of force into his punches, and he needed to work. I felt that he needed to work on his balance, especially even when he's defending himself and has his guard up. When he get hit by some of his opponents, he kind of loses balance, and he looks like he's gonna be like tipped right over. He looks like there's certain points where I see him. And I think he still has some of those issues, but he's definitely improved on that. All right, I think those were the two things that I noticed. I think he could work on his defense a little bit. I think sometimes when he throws his combinations, his chin is a little up, but outside of that, he's really good. He has a lot of potential there, just like the other guys, like a Devin Haney and a Shakur Stevenson. These are all guys that's probably gonna end up fighting each other at some point in their careers. All right, but he's definitely one of the better of the prospects that's coming up, and I enjoy watching him fight. Like I said, very quick hand speed, lots of power, good solid boxing ability, good counter puncher, and throws good combinations. And I like the way he goes to the body as well. Very, very big puncher. Listen, this is a good fight, and I see a knockout in this fight. Hopefully, I'm rooted for Ryan. I like him, so I hope it's not him because I want to see how far he can go. I don't want to see him get knocked out as early as this, but he has to be aware that he's fighting someone that's very, very dangerous for him. And Duno is not here for play. Okay, Duno is here to get knockouts, and he's here to pull off the upset. Okay, and he's very well equipped and able to do so if Ryan is slipping. All right. Me personally, I think Ryan is going to take his time and neutralize Duno. He comes out swinging, and I think Ryan is going to be looking to attack the body and pot shot a little bit in the first couple of rounds. All right, try to set him up nicely. Duno is going to probably be more aggressive the first couple of rounds. I think we're going to see more. We think we're going to see Ryan more on the defensive end. Okay, but you can't sleep on Ryan either because Ryan is going to be looking to defend, but catch him on a good counter. Maybe a check left hook. He likes to jab and hook off the jab very, very well, and he might catch him at some point because the thing with Duno, good slugger and everything, but defense really isn't there like that. He's in there to go to war, to trade, and he's usually more powerful than his opponents. All right, this is a huge step for him, even though he has a lot of fights. From what I've seen, based on his resume and what I've seen, a couple fights he's in, he's never fought anyone like Ryan Garcia. All right, but I do think this is a most dangerous fight for Robert Garcia too, because not Robert, but Ryan Garcia, because this is a big slugger he's facing, and it's a fresh guy too. All right, that likes to throw his hands. So I have Ryan winning the fight. I think in the beginning he's going to be a little bit defensive and try to slow down Duno, attack his body. And once this guy slows down a bit, I think Ryan's going to pick him apart. And if this fight happens to go past 6 rounds, I think Ryan's really going to pick him apart on the other second half of this fight because Duno is he's going to punch himself out, in my opinion. And I think a lot of those shots he's going to miss. But you never know, man, because Duno has a punch and he has a really good puncher's chance here. And it'll be really disappointed if he pull off the upset and knocks out a young Ryan Garcia. But I think it's a good fight. I like Ryan. I'm picking Ryan for this fight by KO at some point. Duno I just can't trust his defense. His defense is way off, and I think Ryan's going to just explode and ambush him at some point and throw some really heavy combinations. I mean, Ryan, don't get fooled by the face and the look. The dude look like a cute little kid and stuff. Dude will explode on you and knock you the hell out at some point in this fight. So that's the way I see it. Like I said, this is on the undercard of Canelo against Kovalev on the zone. Should be a good fight. If you're looking for a good knockout, we will get a good knockout in this fight here. All right, so let me know what you guys think. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, support the channel, like, dislike, donate if you can, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.